Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you left a like or subscribe, then thank you for your subscription and your like. I appreciate it. Regardless, before I begin, I just want to remind everyone that this is the only channel that I use. If you happen to find this video on any other platform or you are being asked for donations, please know that that isn't me. I just don't want anyone getting scammed. Okay? All right, so let's get to it. Today's message from Source is a warning to protect yourself. Okay? There are many individuals out there right now that are dabbling with energies that they know nothing about. Okay? And Source wants you to know that their ignorance is no excuse to the law, and that includes spiritual law. Okay? Those who think that they are performing rituals against other people, using black magic, using dark energies to attack individuals, even love spells of any kind, trying to get somebody to fall in love with you. This is all contrary to spiritual law. Okay? If you are trying to manipulate someone's free will in any way or cause havoc in their life, there will be consequences, unfortunately. Okay? And now, what does Source mean when he says that ignorance is no excuse to the law? So, if you happen to be involved, and I'm picking up on a group of people who are involved, okay, under some type of a, I don't know, it seems like it's under the guise of religion, but it's not. These people pretend to be holy. Meanwhile, they dabble in dark arts and they use dark energies to inflict pain on those they dislike. If you happen to be part of this group, this is a warning for you to get yourself out now. Okay? Again, ignorance is no excuse to the law, and that includes spiritual law. If you are harming other people to assist somebody who is calling you their friend, you are endangering yourself, your children, your family. You are going to invite darkness upon yourself and your family if you continue. Now, whatever you've done so far, it's best to stop immediately, receive the karma that you're going to receive for what you did, and move on and try to make amends for the things that you did. If you happen to stay in this situation, you're going to go down the tubes, especially if you're following somebody who's telling you. Okay, I get, in this religious group or whatever it is that I'm picking up, there's two individuals involved that lead this. Okay, and what they try to do is they try to make other people do their dirty work because they know spiritual law. And they're thinking that if they get other people to do it, that they won't be affected. But that's a big mistake on their part. Okay, because they're going to be affected. But they're also taking those who are doing the dirty work down with them, unfortunately. There's no excuse for it now. You know, this is your message of warning. Okay, so you've been told. Now you have free will to choose to do what it is that you feel comfortable doing. You know the consequences of staying in the situation. And if you continue, unfortunately, this is not going to bode well for you. Okay, so this is just a message to really reconsider what you're doing. For example, I don't like to bring my ex up because I don't want to give him any energy, but this was a person who used to idolize serial killers. Especially he was very, very, very into. I can't think of his name right now. The one involved with the Tate murders. What was it? Manson. Manson. He often used to say, Charles Manson didn't do anything. He wasn't a criminal. Other people did it. Okay, and this is his mentality. Okay, and he gets other people to do his bidding for him. Okay, very manipulative. This is how he works. Either way, I use that as an example because the people I'm speaking of are in a similar situation. Okay, you are being set up to do the dirty work because the person who's telling you to do it doesn't want to dirty their hands or they think that exonerates them. It doesn't. Okay. And so this is also a message in the second portion for there's some individuals out there right now who are looking to get back at exes and you're not familiar with how this stuff works. I implore you not to get yourself involved with any type of spiritual, trying to place spiritual attacks on other people. You don't know what you're messing with. It's dangerous and there are repercussions. Okay. This is not a game out here. Okay. We have a lot of that stuff going on. It's happening all over the place. And people think that they know by reading books or, or following things online. Big mistake. Big mistake. Now, this message is intended to help you, not to judge you, not to blame you. You've made a mistake. Fine. Make up for that mistake and move past it. But after you receive this message, if you happen to receive it, okay, and you continue to go down the path, you're only opening up doors for your own destruction, unfortunately. And that includes those who innocently want to put a love spell on somebody to get them in any way, to be with them. You cannot involve yourself with trying to manipulate someone's free will. If a person doesn't love you and doesn't come to you on their own, let them go. Because that means that the spiritual realms has something better for you. Okay? And if you want feeling like retaliating against somebody who you feel is hurting you, it's best to give it up to the divine realms. Let them handle it. Okay? Let them handle it. Just ask, they'll help you. But don't involve yourself directly because this is only going to hurt you in the long run. And that's what this message is about. It's trying to prevent you from going down the wrong path. But again, you have free will. Okay? Spiritual law allows for free will. Everybody has free will to do what they like. So you can take this message and do what you will with it, but it's for your benefit if you follow it. Okay? So that being said, try not to upset yourself. I know exactly what it feels like when somebody's throwing spiritual attacks against you. I deal with that on a daily basis. I've been dealing with that my entire life. However, I can't be touched. Okay? For the work that I do, I am not able to be touched. I've had many spells thrown on me, from love spells to death spells to all kinds of crazy things that you could possibly imagine. If they're all real and true, they might sound crazy, but these things do exist. And all those people who have cast all those things upon me made a big mistake. Okay, even the group that they gathered to do these things against me, okay, they made a big mistake because it's already starting to happen and they know it. Okay, so the time is becoming very short for those individuals. And I don't want to see the same thing happen to anyone out there, especially the true followers of this channel. Okay? I don't want to see you to get harmed. And even if you happen to come on this channel for the first time, and if you found this, obviously there was something in here that you were meant to hear. So please take it seriously. Don't involve yourself in any kind of energetic manipulation of any kind, because it's really destructive in the long run. And remember, everything that was meant for you will come to you. Whatever is destined to belong to you, you will receive. And that includes myself, all of us. If we try to manipulate things against the natural order, we're harming ourselves. We're preventing ourselves from receiving. And a lot of times people don't realize that. When you want to throw love spells on someone or even spells of retaliation, okay, you're preventing yourself from living a free and happy existence with a clean conscience. When you have a clean conscience, there's nothing greater in the world, okay? And when you have that clean, high vibrational energy, you will attract the things that you want. But when you engage in these low vibrational activities, you lower your vibration and you're preventing your own blessings from coming to you. And a lot of people don't realize that. Manipulation does not work in the way that you think. Okay? And there's always a price to pay in the end for the things that we do. So it's best not to involve yourself. Okay? It's almost like the churchgoers out there. They think because they go to church every week that's going to save them and get them into heaven. And then the rest of the week, they're doing all kinds of things that they think is unseen. Nothing in this world is unseen by the spiritual. Everything you do is seen. And that includes my Catholic friends out there who think that they could be bad all week and then go to confession and they're exonerated. It does not work that way. Going to church, going to confession, pretending to be holy, pretending to be better than everyone else, does not get you a seat in heaven. Doesn't, okay? The only thing that gets you a seat in the afterlife, into an existence that you want to live in, is by raising your vibration. Okay? Doing the best that you can, even when nobody's looking. Okay? And not being boastful about it. That's not necessary. You just do good and forget about it. And eventually that energy that you put out will come back to you. So it's not necessary to try to manipulate energies or use spiritual entities to do your bidding, because there's always a price to pay for that. Okay? Again, you have free will to do what you like, your choice. And I hope that you take this to heart and, listen to the advice, for your own benefit, not for mine. I'm just here to try to help people to raise the vibration of the planet and to help people see things from a different perspective. Okay? Things that they don't want you to see out there. Because all these things that people are doing are keeping them in a lower vibrational existence. And they're bringing bad things onto themselves. Okay? And not only that, they're bringing it onto their family members as well. Unfortunately, those are the innocent ones. The children are the innocent ones. Any parent that engages in this kind of stuff, everything you do gets passed down to your kids, believe it or not. Okay? I paid for a lot of things that my parents did. So I'm just trying to help people out there. If you want to listen, fine. If you don't, cool. Whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat. But I give this message with love, and I hope that people take it seriously and disengage from any activity that they might be contemplating or that they're already involved in. Okay? That being said, I want to thank everyone again for taking some time to spend here with me, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.